Coping with grief is never easy. Losing someone you love can be one of the most difficult experiences in life. I will discuss 5 ways to cope with grief and hopefully help you find some comfort during this challenging time. 1. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. When experiencing grief, it can be tempting to try and push your emotions aside and carry on with your daily life. But suppressing your feelings can be detrimental to your mental health and prolong the grieving process. Allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions is an important step towards healing. It's important to note that grief is a complex and multifaceted experience. There is no right or wrong way to grieve, and everyone's experience is unique. Some common emotions associated with grief include sadness, anger, guilt, confusion, and even relief. It's important to acknowledge and accept all of these emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. One way to allow yourself to feel your emotions is to create a safe space for yourself where you can process your feelings. This could be a private room, a special spot outdoors, or simply a quiet corner in your home. Allow yourself to cry, scream, or do whatever feels natural to express your emotions. It's also helpful to talk to someone about your emotions, whether that be a trusted friend, family member, or a professional. Grief can be isolating, and talking to someone can help you feel less alone in your experience. If you don't feel comfortable talking to someone face-to-face, consider writing in a journal or joining a grief support group. It's important to remember that grief is not a linear process. You may experience a range of emotions at different times, and that's okay. Give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling, and trust that with time, you will find your way through the grieving process. 2. Seek support. Grief can be a lonely and isolating experience, and it's important to seek support from others during this difficult time. Support can come from many different sources, including friends, family members, colleagues, or a professional counselor. Talking about your feelings and memories of your loved one with someone who understands and empathizes with your experience can provide a sense of relief and comfort. It's important to remember that you don't have to go through grief alone. Here are some ways to seek support. Reach out to friends and family, let your loved ones know that you're struggling and that you need their support. They may not know how to help, so be specific about what you need, whether that be someone to talk to or someone to help with daily tasks. Join a grief support group. Connecting with others who have gone through similar experiences can be incredibly helpful. Grief support groups provide a safe space for individuals to share their feelings, connect with others, and learn coping strategies. Seek professional help. If you're struggling to cope with your grief or feel like you're not making progress, consider seeking professional help. A counselor or therapist can provide you with tools and strategies to manage your emotions and navigate the grieving process. Take advantage of online resources. There are many online resources available to support those who are grieving. Websites like the National Alliance for Grieving Children or GriefShare offer a variety of resources, including articles, videos, and online support groups. Remember that seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. You don't have to go through this alone, and there are people and resources available to help you through this difficult time. 3. Take care of yourself. During the grieving process, it's important to prioritize self-care to help you cope with the emotions and stress that come with loss. Here are some ways to take care of yourself. Get enough sleep. Grief can take a toll on your physical and emotional health, and getting enough sleep is crucial for coping with these stressors. Aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night and try to maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Exercise regularly. Exercise is a natural mood booster and can help alleviate stress and anxiety. Find an activity that you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. Eat a healthy diet. Eating a balanced diet can help you feel physically and emotionally better. Focus on whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. Avoid unhealthy coping mechanisms. It's common to turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, like alcohol or drugs, to numb the pain of grief. But these behaviors can ultimately make things worse. Instead, try healthier coping mechanisms, like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. Take time for yourself. It's important to prioritize time for yourself during the grieving process. This might mean taking a break from work or social obligations, or simply taking a few minutes each day to do something you enjoy. Practice self-compassion. Grief can be a difficult and emotional experience, And it's important to be kind to yourself during this time. Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself with kindness and understanding, and avoid self-criticism or self-blame. Remember that self-care is not selfish, but rather a necessary step towards healing and coping with grief. By taking care of yourself, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges that come with the grieving process. 4. Honor your loved one's memory. Finding ways to honor your loved one is an important aspect of the grieving process. It can provide a sense of closure and help you feel more connected to your loved one, even in their absence. Here are some ways to honor your loved one. Create a memory book or box. Gather photos, letters, and other mementos of your loved one and create a memory book or box. This can be a way to keep their memory alive and to look back on happy memories. Plant a tree or garden. Planting a tree or a garden in memory of your loved one can be a meaningful way to honor their life. You can also visit the tree or garden as a way to feel closer to them. Make a donation. Making a donation to a charity or cause that was important to your loved one can be a way to honor their memory and make a positive impact in their name. Create a ritual or tradition. Creating a ritual or tradition that honors your loved one can be a way to keep their memory alive. This could be lighting a candle on their birthday or anniversary, or making their favorite meal on a special occasion. Write a letter. Writing a letter to your loved one can be a way to express your feelings and thoughts, and to say goodbye. You can keep the letter or read it out loud in a private space. Remember that there is no right or wrong way to honor your loved one, and what works for one person may not work for another. The most important thing is to find a way that feels meaningful and healing to you. 5. Allow time for healing. Healing from grief takes time, and it's different for everyone. Allow yourself to grieve at your own pace and be patient with yourself. There's no timeline for grief, and it's okay to feel different emotions at different times. Remember that healing doesn't mean forgetting your loved one, but rather finding a way to live with the loss. Coping with grief is a difficult journey, but by allowing yourself to feel the emotions, seeking support, taking care of yourself, honoring your loved one's memory, and allowing time for healing, you can find a way to move forward while still keeping your loved one close to your heart.